Hello peeps and welcome back to Material Energy Cubed, episode 20. Okay, so I've done a little work off camera. I got sick of how dark it was in here, so I replaced all of the factory blocks in the floor here with glowstone glass. Keeps the place much better lit, so I kind of like that. Over here, I have set up a set of cyclic assemblers. One of the things that you have to create for the Victory Monument is an octuple compressed cobblestone. I need to get to work on that, so I have this set up, but I've been waiting to do it on camera so I can show you guys. Let's see here. This has some energy in it. Transmitting. Oh, this is transmitting to an output side. Son of a bitch. Okay, I'm going to let that charge for a few minutes while I set up the wiring and explain this thing. Alright, so the first thing we're going to need is some ME cable, which we're going to attach on top of this thing. Just like this. And we're going to run this thing high enough up that I'm never going to walk into it by accident. And we just need to connect it somewhere on the system. Now, I have my system set to always on mode now. I have the lever switched. I have a redstone energy cell behind this thing, and a heated redstone generator that's burning through destabilized redstone. This thing currently has 5 million megajoules stored. It uses about 400 a second. So I got power for days, literally. I don't have to worry about power at the moment. Also, there's only one side quest left to complete, and that's magical wood. Well, I took the time off camera to make 20 magical books, plus the 5 bookshelves and the gold ingots. So if we do this, and then we W these up into here, that's going to get us 1 piece of magical wood for every book that we sacrifice. These were all enchanted at level 1. Which you can do just by destroying by picking up the ender cores here, and then just put a book in the enchantment table. You'll only get enchantments from like level 1 to 5, so you don't have to worry too much about it. But there's the 5 magical wood. We get our quest book back. We'll put the ender pearls away, put the cables away, and if we go into, yeah, I did the outsourced mining thing again, and the more princesses. Side quests. All quests completed. Claim the reward. An epic reward bag, which gives us a strong box. Is this going to be strongboxception again? Nope. Steel chest plates, Madasium, Angmalin, and Shadow Steel Axe. Oh, this is a golem creation kit. Minion, Mini-Me, and Parcel 31U. You know what? This place feels really, really boring. Really lonely. Real lonely. Let's summon a couple hero brines to help guard us. And you all get steel chest plates. And you get an Angmalin axe. And you get a Madasium axe. And you get a Shadow Steel axe. Your name shall be Mini-Me. No. Give me that back. Your name shall be Mini-Me. Your name shall be Parcel 31U. And your name shall be Minion. And you're going to do a little dance on top of that glowstone nook. Cool. Okay, speaking of renaming things. Over here, I had those 2 books. I figure I may as well put them to good use. So now I have the Decomposition Dictionary. And then over in here I have Ye Old Guide to Drugs. Because another thing I did off camera was I went ahead and did the penicillin, the cocaine, the theobromine, which decomposes out of cocoa beans, and it gives you ridiculous amounts of speed for like 5 minutes, so it's good for getting places real fast. It also supposedly gives you a mining haste effect, but I didn't notice any difference. methamphetamine. Now, if you've been paying attention, you'll know that methamphetamine, aspirin, penicillin, and cocaine were part of the selling drugs quest. So I went ahead and did that too. Under chemistry. Selling drugs. And here we have to submit these via the QDS. So select the task. Bind it to the QDS. And 5 aspirin, 10 penicillin, 5 cocaine, 10 methamphetamine. And I discovered something else that's interesting. Netherwort. When run through a decomposer, let me turn this decomposer off real quick. When you run netherwort through a decomposer, provided I actually get it, man, it's going to be so creepy having these guys around. When you run netherwort through a decomposer, you get cocaine hydrochloride. So apparently, netherwort is made out of cocaine. However, cocaine has some pretty nasty side effects. If you do accidentally poison yourself with some sort of drug, aspirin will remove the effects. You can see I had to put some upgrade slots in these things because I have ridiculous amounts of hydrogen and oxygen. And I put upgrades on the better barrel for silicon dioxide, but I haven't had to upgrade it yet, so. But now, I can go through and I can do biotite, a common phyllosilicate mineral that can aggregate into beautiful gems that villagers adore almost as much as emeralds. Biotite. What is biotite? Potassium, iron, aluminum, fluorine, oxygen, and silicon. Screw that noise. Maybe later. Medicine, penicillin and aspirin. Wait, 20 penicillin and 40 aspirin only gets me 12 coins? Screw that. I mean, I'm going to have to do it eventually. Cocaine hydrochloride and methamphetamine. 14. Making TNT. I haven't done this one yet. Let's go ahead and do the Making TNT quest. I have some TNT. I also have some tiny TNT, which I don't know if this will decompose or not. Doesn't appear so. That could be useful later. Tiny TNT is very good for blowing up spawners if you can get over top of them. This is still enabled, so let's disable that. Let's try decomposing TNT. Trinitrotoluene. There. Now we've got the trinitrotoluene. Let's put yield guide to drugs away and get the decomposition dictionary. We're going to just teach it the recipe for trinitrotoluene, so we can synthesize it in the future if we have to. But it's just easier to make the TNT, honestly. That should be enough. I think it only requires 10, right? Yeah, manual detect, claim reward. Gets us 10 more trinitrotoluene, a greater reward bag, with a protection chestplate, protection 4. We'll hold on to that. My orichalcum chestplate is almost broken, so that might be a good replacement. That opens up magnesium. It wants me to get 100 magnesium, and it rewards me with 20 magnesium ore. Well, how do you get magnesium? Obviously, you decompose magnesium, but how much do you get? So if you decompose magnesium... Oh, you can't directly decompose magnesium, huh? But you can create magnesium, can't you? No? How do you get magnesium? Magnesium carbonate, magnesium oxide, talc, or paradox. Magnesium carbonate has to be created. Magnesium oxide decomposes out of obsidian, so that's good to know. Talc has to be synthesized, and peridot has to be synthesized, so obsidian is our source. Which means basically I need to make a way to automate obsidian production. That's gonna produce a lot of silicon dioxide. That only got me 63. So I need all of the obsidian I can get. Decompose the rest of my obsidian, and I mean I have a way to make obsidian pretty easily. All I have to do is make an igneous extruder and then hook an infinite water source up to it. I can pretty much make an infinite lava source using netherrack, and netherrack isn't hard to get. As a matter of fact, netherrack isn't hard to synthesize. Okay, manually submit. Oh wait, I have magnesium oxide. I have to decompose this into magnesium and oxygen. Also, something I've been working on off camera is I decomposed a bunch of... Wait, this stacks to 128? What the hell? How did that stack to 128? Weird shit. Vanadium is used to synthesize emeralds. So, you are a creepy son of a bitch, you know that? Okay, and we'll go ahead and store the oxygen. Manually submit, we'll claim the reward, 20 magnesium ore. And that leaves me with 36 magnesium. We'll go ahead and put the theobromine in here too. I don't really need the theobromine. It's not as great as you might think. And what's the next step? LE-TNT. This TNT will actually do something unlike regular TNT, and it also won't destroy ores. So it's perfect for blast mining or finding secrets in a very blunt way. I already have 2. Let's go synthesize this back into TNT. Which I believe is just that. No, that. There we go. 20 TNT. Then how do you make LE-TNT? LE-TNT is magnesium and phosphorus around. One piece of TNT gets you 4 LE-TNT. Nice. Oh, no. Oh, lots of yums. Okay, claim the reward. Redstone, Greater reward bag, some levers, a redstone torch. Gee, I think it wants me to set off some TNT, don't you think, guys? Can't believe it's not butter. Golden armor with Flim Flam 2, Unstable 2, Thorns 2, and Projectile Protection 2. That's kind of shit. Okay. So, we're 15 minutes into this episode. What can we do? I know what we can do. We can go play with bees, since we're pretty much done with all of this crap. Oh hey, I can repeat that. That's awesome. And then chemical warfare. I'm probably going to do this one off camera because this is going to be such a pain in the ass synthesizing all those things. I'll put the recipes in Yield Guide to Drugs and show you guys what comes up. Okay, but let's go mess with the bees. Now, I want to point something out to you guys. I've had this going for literally hours in the background. These ignoble bees are still not dead. I don't know how. The stupid pink bees are still going perfectly fine. But these ignoble bees are still alive. And I don't have a genetic stabilizer in here. So, I don't know. They're super bees. I actually don't want to come down here. I just wanted to show you guys that. Those bees are still kicking. I don't know how. Another thing, where I cheated last episode, I filled in all of the holes with factory blocks as kind of a painful reminder of my need to cheat in order to keep alive. Oh god, that diamond blocks thing was such a troll. I should have known better, but I'm an idiot sometimes. Okay, in our genetics lab. Getting an upgrade. We need a production upgrade, a genetic stabilizer upgrade. We already have the automation upgrades, so... The production upgrade. Oh, wait, the production upgrade requires royal jelly, which means we can't do this yet. Because you have to have industrious and all that before you can do that. So we actually need to do a little bee breeding. Can we do the genetic manipulating? Changing genetics. Genetic sampler, genetic imprinter. The genetic sampler. Yes, we can do this. There's a sturdy casing. I'm sure it's going to take one for the imprinter too, so... A genetics processor. A bee receptacle, which takes a weighted pressure plate. Actually, it's... Yeah, for the sampler it's only one. Power module, which takes 2 pistons. Actually, just going to make a bunch of pistons. So, we're going to need a bunch of these bronze gears. What are we missing for that? Gold. Not to fear. I went mining off camera. And I have ridiculous amounts of gold and iron. And some more tin. There's our power module. We're still missing the bee receptacle. There's our genetic sampler. The genetic imprinter is 2 bee receptacles. Out of everything I could possibly be missing, it's the pane of glass that's going to get me. Power module. 2 bee receptacles. Another genetics processor. And there's our genetic imprinter. So do we want the item eject cover or the item import cover? think I want the eject cover. I don't even know what it does, but genetic template, filing cabinet. Is that a filled genetic template? Gene samples can be added, so no. Genetic waste. What can genetic waste be used for? Absolutely nothing. It's just a dead bee. Okay. And some labware and a filing cabinet. Is there anything in the filing cabinet? No. Of course not. I'm going to keep the genetic waste, even though I know it's probably not going to do anything. Okay. Creating new princesses. Genetic replicator, DNA extractor, protein liquefier. Or samples and templates. Genetic transposer. With a genetic transposer, I can make more of the same sample or template with enough power. This is useful because crafting samples into a genetic template destroys the sample. Okay. Genetic transposer then. 2 genetics processors. Can you pulverize this, please? Yes, you can pulverize that. I got some rich slag too. I cooked all my iron ore off with sand to see if I could get some rich slag. Okay, there's the second genetics processor. I need a power module, which means I need 4 more of these Tinker's Alloy gears. I'm actually going to need 8. No. Apparently I need to do a lot more mining. I am burning through materials real fast. This should make some more Tinker's Alloy for us. I need 8 gears total. So that'll do it. I need a sturdy casing though. Sturdy casing. Power module. I already have the things there, so what am I missing? Genetic transposer. Claim reward. We're taking the genetics processor, of course. A bee receptacle, a power module, a mutagen tank. And I don't need any of this genetics stuff quite yet. Although I probably should just go set it up. And let it start charging. And then the next part is going to be the genetic replicators. DNA extractor and protein liquefier. Let's... dude, don't climb on top of the ender pearls. Okay. Where's the other one? I see 2 of you. Where'd the third one go? Don't tell me he went into the mesa. Whatever. If he did, he did. Let's go play with some bees. Alright. Actually, before I go play with the bees, I need to go get the other bees. Not in there. They're in here. Common. I don't want all of the princesses. Oh well, we'll take them. And then I want a silver chest. To store all of my bee stuff in. Do I have any more bees anywhere? Yes, I have some common princesses, some forest drones, some lab equipment, and some silky propolis in here, and some honey drops, but I don't think I need the honey drops at this exact moment. Okay, fun with bee breeding. We're going to put this chest down right over here. We're going to toss all of our bee-related stuff into here, except for the ender pearls because it's not bee-related. We're also going to toss all of that in there. We're also going to come over here. We're going to grab all of our princesses and drones from here. We're going to toss them in here. And the ones that are in here are just the colored ones. I don't need those yet, so I'm not worried about that. Let's empty this damn thing out so it can keep working. If nothing else, I'll have pink to run the pink generator for frickin' years. We're going to take all of these drones and all of this honeycomb. And we're just going to go ahead and get the honeycomb processing, because we're going to need it eventually. Okay, advanced Mutatron. This is what I was going to show you guys last episode. I have a bunch of common princesses that I picked up from the quest thing. I should have at least one common princess left out here. Maybe not. But it doesn't really matter because I can get more. So, if you take a common bee plus a drone of any type that's a standard drone, like a stock drone, you get cultivated. And by selecting that bee, providing this thing with some lab equipment and enough power, it consumes the bees and it gives you a queen of the type that you wanted. Let's come over here and interrupt this Meadows Queen and get the cultivated queen going. We're going to do the same thing with another bee. There we go. Now we have two cultivated queens. We're going to interrupt this queen and get it going, and then these queens I'm going to toss in here with these bees. Now, normally we would have to wait forever and a day in order for these things to get done. However, there is an upgrade called a lifespan upgrade. The lifespan upgrade can have a maximum of 4 installed. Each one cuts the lifespan by 33%. Now that's additive, it's multiplicative, not additive. So the first one cuts the lifespan by 33%, the second one cuts the lifespan by 33% of what's left. So it's not negative 132%, or not negative 132% if you put 4 of them in there. I wish it was, because it'd be like a one-tick death, but... So, in order to make a lifespan upgrade, you have to have an upgrade frame, 2 fermented spider eyes, and 3 glass. We actually want 8 of these things. We need 16 fermented spider eyes. We have 8. And a fermented spider eye is just a mushroom, a spider eye. How many of these mushrooms do I have? Oh, I got plenty. But I don't have any sugar, apparently. I have sugar now. There we go. And we need 8 of these upgrade frames, which means we probably need some more gold nuggets. There's 8 lifespan upgrades. We can install 4 at a time. If we go and we drop these lifespan upgrades into these 2 industrial apiaries, bam, and bam, the next time one of these things ticks, this thing should lose a good portion of its life. And these things are going to burn 28 RF a tick in order to work. So let's kind of keep an eye on this for a second and watch for the working tick. Ooh, it killed it immediately. Okay, but that got us a cultivated drone. And then this one here, we also have a cultivated drone. Come back over to our friend the Mutatron. Common plus cultivated gives you, oh hey, look at this, diligent or noble. Well, obviously we're going to take diligent, because it's the first one there. That's going to give us our diligent queen, and then here we're going to take noble. This makes bee breeding so much less painful. Now we need to come over here. Yeah, see, 1 tick, 50% of its lifespan gone. So it's only 2 ticks in order to kill a bee. We're going to interrupt this process. And we're going to put these queens to work. Now we've got these cultivateds. We'll probably keep the cultivated queens around, because we can combine cultivated queen with a modest drone and possibly get a sinister. Or with a tropical to get a sinister, I guess. Or we could breed these into more nobles, or more diligence. If we have some common drones, but we don't, so. However, what we're going to do is we're going to wait for these bees to die. Now, these bees are going to take a little while longer. We're going to go ahead and let them die and recombine. Let's see, what can we do in the meantime? Black, cyan, magenta. I think I have a cyan bee in here. If you get the message that this block is locked, just walk away for a few seconds, it'll unlock. Okay, I do have a cyan princess, but I don't have cyan drones. How do you make cyan bees? By combining blue and green. Well, I don't have blue or green. You get blue by combining a forest princess with a diligent drone. You get green by combining a blue princess and a yellow drone. You get yellow by combining a modest princess and a diligent drone. Yeah, they're almost dead already. Okay, so let's go ahead and see about making ourselves a blue princess. Because we have all the bees we need to do it. We need a forest and a diligent drone. Well, we don't have the diligent drone yet, but we do have the forest princess. One more tick should kill these. And I put this one in first, so this one's gonna be the first one to die off. Basically what I'm doing is I'm bum rushing to Industrious and Imperial. Okay, we're going to take these bees out. And the unweary is a combination of a diligent and a cultivated. So if we take our cultivated princess and give it a diligent drone to breed with, that's going to give us an unweary. If we take our other cultivated princess and give it a noble drone, that's going to give us our majestic. Pop them in and get them going. And now we have our spare diligent drone, so let's get ourselves a forest queen. Or a forest princess, pristine stock. Forest plus diligent gives you blue. There's our blue queen. Get out of here, pink. Nope, we want the diligent. We just don't want the stupid pink bee. Okay, now we need to figure out how to make a yellow bee. A yellow bee is a modest plus a diligent. Do I have two modest? I have a modest drone and a diligent princess, but I want to use the diligent princess. I do have two modest princesses, but one's an ignoble. It's okay. Wait, no, that's not okay. I think what I should do... It would be easier for me to remake the diligent, so I'm not going to worry too much about the yellow bee at the moment. Okay, these are partway dead already. Let's go ahead and start processing these. I should get a hopper. And an item duct in a chest. We'll use a brass chest for this. Okay. And here, we're going to put the item duct, we're going to put a chest in front of it, we're going to put the hopper on top, we're going to drop these combs into here. We're not going to bother dropping the pink combs in at the moment. Cat. Patchy is screaming his full head off as usual. Patchy. Patchy. It is going to take me so long to get used to these guys coming charging out of nowhere. Like, I see them and I jump a little bit in my seat until I realize, wait a minute, that's just a minion. There. That should... The cat! Okay, well, my cat canceled my recording for just a second, so... This seems like a good place to end the episode. This has been Night Dagger with episode 20 of Material Energy Cubed. Sorry, the cat canceling my recording threw me off for a second. She apparently also turned on chunk boundaries. I don't know how she did that. I'll have to remember the key for that. What is it, F9? Yeah, F9. Anyway, hope you guys are enjoying the series. I will be back with episode 21, probably still at some point tonight, and we're going to continue working on bees. So, hope you guys are looking forward to that. I'll catch you later, peeps.